Hello, this is your guide for Thursday, May 7th in Work Packet 4. At the end of the video on abcyad.com, I'll show you a cool tool you can use to make some music. But let's do our work first. So please write neatly and don't forget your finger spaces. Practicing our sight words, we'll read the word, trace the letters, and then write the word. These are my favorite shoes. Thank you for doing your homework and watching this video. Those. What are those? Then. Back then, I was a lot smaller. Okay, pull out your pencil and we'll start up here. These are a few of my favorite things. Touch the bottom line, touch the middle. Try your best to follow along. Go slow and make it nice. And then down here by yourself, T, H, E, S, E, finger space, T, H, E, S, E, finger space, you finish the rest. These, thank, those, then, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now you know your ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Come on. You better sing next time. Okay, digraph of the day. ER. What do you think it sounds like? ER. Like butter and teach. Er. Let's practice the sound, like in butter and teacher. But, teach, sounds the same. That's why it's a digraph. And we'll practice our printing. Finger space, E, touch the lines. R, start in the middle line, touch the bottom, come up, touch the middle. Finger space, E, R. And then finish the rest of the line, please. Complete the dot-to-dot activity below and write the answer, which includes at the bottom. So we're going to follow these numbers. I know it's tiny. I'm sorry about that. And then we're going to figure out what this word is. I think we can figure it out even without doing it. I know the numbers are tiny. I can't even see number 1. But you know what? We'll just follow the dots. We'll see what happens. This is where it gets a little funky. Let's see. I'll leave that part for last because I'm not sure what the line's going to look like. Well, it looks like a worm. I'm not sure what this stuff is. Uh-huh. Well, this thing is just scary looking. But I think it's I think it's supposed to be a cat pill a caterpillar. Yikes. Well, moving on. Fill in the words below. We'll sound out the letters, add ER, and then we'll say the word. So first one here, fern, fern. Like this kind of plant, this bushy fern. Tig or tiger, tiger. Dangerous, tiger. A big cat feline like a lion, but tigers are bigger and more dangerous. Otter. These animals, they like the water. Otters are very dangerous too. Butter. I like to use butter when I cook eggs and pancakes. Teacher. That's me. That's me. Yes. Okay, let's go to daily language review. Remember, if I went too fast, you can pause and rewind. Or if you already know some of this stuff, you can skip ahead to what you need help with. That is the beauty of YouTube. Okay. Daily language review. Correct the sentences. Correct the sentences. Number 1, number 2. I gotta fix the mistakes. Let's read number 1. Does you like it when someone tells you a story? Does you like it? Should you say that? Does you like it? Does you like apples? Does you like video games? Do you like? Okay, so we'll just get rid of ES. Do you like it when someone tells you a story? Tells looks funky, right? Should be TELLS. That looks better. When someone tells you a story. So we're missing punctuation at the end. Should we use period, question mark, or exclamation mark? Period, question mark, or exclamation mark? Which one? Let's read the sentence one more time. Do you like it when someone tells you a story? That sounds like a question to me because you're saying, do you like? So it's a question, so we should use a question mark at the end of our sentence. And then we'll write it down here. Do you, don't forget finger spaces, and writing on the line slow. I want to be able to read what you're writing. Do you like it when someone tells you, make sure your Y is going under the line, when someone tells you a story? Question mark. Do you like it when someone tells you a story? I love hearing stories. It's the best. If it's someone reading me a book or just telling me a story about what they did today, or an elder telling about the history of First Nation people, stories are awesome. Stories are how we stay connected to the past. Number 2, telling stories is something people has done for a long time. For as long as people have been around, we've told stories. Even when we were cavemen and cave women, you'd sit around the fire, you'd paint on the rocks. Humans, we love to tell stories. Telling stories. So if it's just story, it's STORY. But if it's stories, you get rid of the Y and you add IES. Telling stories is something. Compound word, we're going to add these together. Something should be one word. Telling stories is something people has done for a long time. Has done, something they have done for a long time. Everything else looks good. Always start with an uppercase letter. Starting a sentence with an uppercase. Telling stories is something. This is one word. It's a compound word. Telling stories is something people. Notice the P and the G were under the line. That's why the line is there. Telling stories is something people have done for a long time. Like I said, back in the caveman days, 1,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, we love to tell stories. Telling stories is something people have done for a long time. For a long time. Don't you like sitting around the campfire with your family and someone starts telling a really interesting story and it's just the best? Next one, complete the sentence. Write the past tense of live. So the key word here, past. It happened in the past. It happened before, happened yesterday, happened 10 years ago. The past. Okay? So past tense of live. They, instead of live, if it's in the past, lived. Okay, so let's read the sentence. Number 3, people who blank in caves drew pictures to tell stories. So if we just write live and we don't make it past tense, it sounds wrong. People who live in caves drew pictures to tell stories. Because people don't live in caves anymore, right? The caveman days are gone. People who live in caves drew pictures to tell stories. Just live, it's present tense, like it's happening right now. So you'd have to say people who live in caves draw pictures to tell stories, but the cavemen are gone. So they drew pictures because it happened before, and they lived back then in the past. People who lived in caves drew pictures to tell stories. One more. Complete the sentence with the best word. Number 4. When people learned to write, they blank stories. When they learned to write, they spoke stories, they wrote stories, they painted stories. Here's the key word. When people learned to write. So if you're writing, we're not talking about speaking, we're talking about writing. They wrote something. When people learned to write, they wrote stories. That's a great way to make sure we don't lose stories. You write them on paper, you record them in a video. Because sometimes when you just keep a story inside and you just tell it to people again and again, one day, maybe nobody keeps sharing your story and it's gone. But if you write it, you put it in a book, you put it on the internet, it might stick around for a long, long time. Okay, speaking of stories, let's read Nell Fell. This sounds sad. Oh, Nell. I think she'll be okay, though. I think we'll have a happy ending. Okay, please read the story and answer the questions. In this story, the L family, the L digraph. L, like fell, yell, well. Okay, L. This story is called Nell Fell. Nell Fell. Let's look at the pictures. So this arrow, I'm pretty sure this is Nell. And she looks sad, scared, probably because she fell. And we got flowers, we got a bell, and what is that? A croissant? We'll see how a croissant fits into the story. And then let's read the questions before we start the story. Oh, sorry, my marker is getting funky. Okay, you might want to fast forward just a second. I have to fix the marker. It just turned off for some reason. Sometimes you just gotta roll with it. So click on this. Okay, hey, it happens. Well, speaking of stories, I'll tell you a little story about my dog this morning. I took her for a walk, and because it rained last night, there's puddles everywhere, And the first thing she did a big run and then she jumped into a little puddle and she splashed my pants. But I couldn't even be mad because she's so cute and her little tail was wagging. And I thought, you know what? She's just having fun. She wouldn't do that on purpose. She's just having fun. Okay. Where are my pens? Okay, you'll definitely want to fast forward this part. I'm not going to start the video over because it's a good one. You know, technology does this sometimes. So I'm just going to turn off the pens. Control Alt Delete. And then you go to Task Manager. I'm going to close the pens and reopen it. Click on it, End Task. And it disappeared. Now we'll open it again and it's probably going to work. Maybe. Oh, it erased all of our highlighter. That's okay. Just waiting. Remember, fast forward. Okay, come on, fingers crossed. All right, we're back in the game, people. That's right. We're not going to let a little technical difficulties stop us. No way. No siree. Okay, number 1, what happened to Nell? Number 2, why did she give Nell flowers? Number 3, how did she want Nell to feel? Okay. Oh no, Nell fell. Do not yell, Nell. Nell hit her head. I want Nell to get well. What can I give Nell? Here, Nell, smell the flowers. Here, Nell, have my bell. Here, Nell, have my shell. I want you well, Nell. Aw, that sounds like a very good friend. So this is a shell, not a croissant. Number 1, what happened to Nell? Oh no, Nell fell. We're not sure if Nell is a boy or a girl, so we can't say she fell or he fell, so we'll just say Nell fell. I have a feeling Nell is a girl, but we're not sure. Nell fell. Number 2, why did she give Nell flowers? Okay, do not yell, Nell. Nell hit her head. I want Nell to get well. What can I give Nell? Here, Nell, smell the flowers. So she gave her flowers because, here's the key, back here. I want Nell to get well. So she wants Nell to get well. She wants Nell, uppercase, that's somebody's name, proper noun. She wants Nell to get well. Period. Number 3, how did she want Nell to feel? Here, Nell, have my bell. Here, Nell, have my shell. I want you well, Nell. Why did she give Nell flowers? I want Nell to get well. I want you well. How did she want Nell to feel? Well, she wanted her to feel well. That's almost the same question. That's okay. Okay, moving on. Nell will be just fine. She's got a nice friend to take care of her. How about some math, huh? It's number time. Daily math review. Some tricky ones today. Remember, do what you can. Okay? I know we didn't learn much multiplication and division this year. Just do what you can, okay? Number 1, 18 equals 3 plus 5 plus what? So, we could figure this out a few different ways. Let's try our number line though. Okay, so 3 plus 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 plus 5 equals 8. And we still want to get to 18, right? So let's count how many from 8 to 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 plus 5 plus 10 equals 18. Number 2, 80 take away 40. Start in the ones place. 0 take away 0 equals 0. 8 take away 4. 8 take away 1, 2, 3, 4. 80 take away 40 equals 40. Next question, 80 take away 39. So we don't have to do all the calculations. We can use this first question to help us out. So look, the top number, 80 and 80, the same number, right? And the bottom numbers, let's see, take away 40, take away 39. So we know 39 is 1 less than 40. And since it's a subtraction question, we know the answer will actually be 1 more than what we had here. So 80 take away 39 will equal 41. Okay, we can use the hints. We can use what we did here because they both start with 80. And then 80 take away 40 equals 40. The second number is 1 less. And since it's subtraction, the answer will be 1 more. Okay? Okay, you got it? Huh? Okay, good. Number 3. Circle the number 603. 603. 63, 630, 603, 6,300. 603. Right there. Number 4, count by threes. Threes. 9, 12. Where's 12? Maybe you already know your skip counting, but just in case. So 9 plus 1, 2, 3, 12. 1, 2, 3, 15. 1, 2, 3, 18. 1, 2, 3, 21. So 12, 15, 18, 21. Can you do the next one in your head? 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Question 5. Jason had 65 cents. He spent a quarter. How much money did he have left? Blank cents, show your work. Okay, let's get the key info. So he starts with 65 cents. He spent a... Can you come, please? Thank you. Starts with 65 cents and he spent a quarter. How much money did he have left? So what's left? Okay, so he starts with 65 cents. We know that. And he spent money, so take away, because he's giving away money. 65 cents, take away a quarter. How much is a quarter? 25 cents, right? Like when you put a quarter in a gumball machine, the coin, right? The quarter. So 65 take away a quarter. 65 take away 25. 5 take away 5. A number take away the same number always equals 0. 6 take away 2. 6 take away 1, 2, 4. So he has 40 cents left. Good. Let's move on down here. Number 1. 37 plus 54. Let's use this area. Put the big number on top. 54 plus 37. 4 plus 7. 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 11. 1 goes here, carry the 1. 1 plus 5 plus 3. 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 3. 1, 2, 3. 9. 1 plus 5 equals 6. 6 plus 3 equals 9. 37 plus 54 equals 91. Number 2. 3 times 6. Okay. Okay, which way should we do this today? So we could skip count by 3 6 times. We could have 3 groups of 6, or we could skip count by 6 3 times. Let's do 3 groups of 6. So I'm going to do this question over here. 3 times 6, that means I have 3 groups of 6. Here's one group, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one group, 2 groups, 3 groups. Each one has 6 inside of it. So let's add it up. You know, one of them is 6. Oh, I'm sorry, green's not a great color. Let's go blue again. Okay, so we have 6. Let's skip count by 6's. Okay, 6, 12, 18. 3 times 6 equals 18. Okay, so this is new. Don't feel bad if you're not sure how to do this. No worries. This is just division. 6 divided by what equals 3? Okay. 6, I'm sorry, I said that backwards. Blank divided by 6 equals 3. So we can use this here, this 18. 18 divided by 6 equals 3. Okay, they gave us the answer. So let's go on the other side of the screen here. So dividing, it's like you have a bunch of toys and some friends and you're dividing it so everyone gets some toys. Okay, so we had 18, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And if we cut it into 6 groups, each one should get 3. So let's make groups of 3, and we should end up with 6 if we did it right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we started with 18 toys, and we made 6 groups of 3. So 18 divided by 6 equals 3. Okay? Don't worry too much about division. In grade 4, that's when we're really going to learn that stuff. Just giving you a sneak peek. Number 3, circle the name of the shape. Rectangle, pentagon, or hexagon. So we know a rectangle looks like this, so it's not that one. So let's put an X. Is it going to be a pentagon or a hexagon? You might not know these words yet. So the key for pentagon, hexagon, octagon, it's the start. Penta and hexa. Hexa means 6. Penta means 5. Pentagon means it has 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's count how many sides we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a hexagon. Hexagon. Number 4. 2 times 6 equals 6 times 2. Okay, just like over here. Remember, instead of 3 times 6, instead of doing, say, 6 groups of 3, we could flip it around and do 3 groups of 6, right? It's the same thing. If you have the same numbers, 2 times 6, it will equal 6 times 2. The same thing. 2 groups of 6 equals 12, and 6 groups of 2 equals 12. I'm going to actually show you that over here. Maybe you don't believe me. Okay, so 2 times 6. I have 2 groups of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 and 12. Okay. Now, what if we had 6, like right here, 6 groups of 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's add that up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So you see it's the same thing. So 3 times 6 will equal 6 times 3. Okay? Number 5. How many bagels? Okay, this is tricky because you have to know this word. Dozen. A dozen donuts, a dozen bagels. So, a dozen, it means 12. Okay, I want a dozen donuts. That means you get a box of 12 donuts. Okay, let's do this first one. Right here. So, half a dozen, this, 1 over 2, that means half. Half a dozen equals how many bagels? So we need to know what's half of 12. Okay? Let's make a picture to help us. Let's draw 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we need half. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe it's 5. And then I'll put over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, that's not enough. There's still 2 left over. So why don't I just take those 2 and we'll just shove them, 1 in here and 1 over here. Okay, now how many is in each group? It should be half a dozen. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So we know half a dozen equals 6 bagels. Okay? This one, 2 dozen. So we don't just have 1 dozen, not just 12, we have 2 dozen. So we can do 12 plus 12, or you could do 12 times 2, but let's use our adding today. Start in the ones place. 2 plus 2, 2 plus 1, 2, equals 4. 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 equals 2. So 2 dozen equals 24 bagels. Wow, look at all this stuff we wrote. Cool. I really love math. It makes you feel really smart when you're writing all this stuff. It's fun. Learning is fun. Writing is fun. Numbers are fun. It's all fun. One more page of math, and then I'll show you that really cool music game, the Music Maker on ABC. Yeah, I think you're really going to like that one. Okie dokie. This is just like yesterday, but with different numbers. Only the number in the hundreds place should change. If you add, it goes up, and if you subtract, it goes down. Okay, just like yesterday. Mental math. So you should be able to just look at these questions and do it in your head. Okay? You're really only counting up by 1 or down by 1. Okay? So as long as you can count to 10, you're fine. Yeah, I did the first 2 for you. So let's see. Now add 100. Oh, I see. It's actually not quite the same as yesterday. Same idea, but they put the numbers in a different spot. Okay, so we're starting with this number on the left, 335, and then we read the instructions. Now add 100. We add, the number goes up, right? And like I said, only the number in the hundreds place should change. Okay? Remember, ones, tens, and hundreds. So if we're adding and it goes up, 3 goes up to 4, and 3 5 stays the same. So 335, now add 100 equals 435. Let's do a couple more, and you'll do the rest. Okay, 547. Subtract, we go down by 100. So the 5 in the hundreds place, we go down to 4. And the other numbers stay the same. 547 subtract 100 equals 447. Next one, 658. Now add 100. If we add, we go up. The 6 goes up to 7, and then 5 and 8 stay the same. 758. 658 add 100 equals 758. You could think of this like this. 658 plus 100 is going to equal 758. No, and 758. Okay, one more and you do the rest. 224. Now subtract 100. We're going to go down. 2 goes down to 1, and the other numbers stay the same. 224 subtract 100 equals 124. Okay, you do the rest. Remember, the hundreds place, the only number that changes. These numbers. Okay? And you add, it goes up. You subtract, it goes down. Add, you go up. Subtract, you go down. Add, you go up. Subtract, you go down. All right. I think you'll be really good at that one because we did it yesterday too. Okay, good work. Now let me show you this music. This is really cool. Okay, let's get out of here. And back to abcyeah.com. So you're on the home page. Okay, not grade 3. You're at the start. And now you don't click on anything. You actually go down. I didn't know there were things down here. And right at the top, let's make music. Click this one, Melody Maker. This is cool. Okay. So it's not math or writing. This is just for fun today. Okay, let's see. Can I do this on the smartboard? Yes, I can. And now it's going to play the same ones I did. It gives you about 10 seconds to make a beat, and then it follows it along. And then to make a new one, we'll press stop. And I'll turn up the sound so you can hear it. And it knows how fast you pressed it or how slow you did. So for example, I can go really quick and then slow, and it'll play that same way. See what I mean? Let's stop. Let's do another one. And there's each row does a different sound. So let's turn it up because I want you to hear that for sure. Okay. You know, I'll even put the speaker right next to me. So oh, okay, that one was loud. Okay. Now, this is when you get funky with it. You just do your thing. Kind of sounds like Minecraft. Okay, we'll start again. Let's see. Nice. Okay. Oh, I like it. One more. This is really fun. I like it. Oh, I don't like that purple one. Okay. Ah, I like it. Try that one out. I think you'll really like it. Okay, thank you for watching. Thanks for doing your homework. And take care of yourself. I hope you're doing good. Getting rest, drinking water. Just take care of yourself, okay? I will talk to you tomorrow with Friday's video. Au revoir.